Hi everyone, this is a 6-stage impulse generator that can produce up to 600 kilovolt output impulse, and this generator can basically be charged 100 kV at each stage. As you can see here, we have 6 stages. Each stage is basically represented by the capacitor, the dark blue that you can see it here in this video. So let's come close to this Marx generator and try to see the different parts. So we'll start with basically the DC supply. This is the DC supply that is basically responsible to charge those capacitors. So this DC supply can produce up to 100 kilovolt DC to charge the capacitors. These dark blue is basically the capacitors here, and here is the specification of those capacitors, their rated voltage, rated capacitance, and so on and so forth. Now, these capacitors, as I mentioned, we charge them in parallel and discharge them in series. And how this is done? Using the sphere gaps that we saw here. As you can see here, in every stage there is a sphere gap. And these sphere gaps are normally open circuit, but then at certain time when they short circuit, this is basically happen when the capacitors start to discharge and their voltage will be adding up. The first sphere gap here, it has a trigger circuit to ensure that this will be triggered, and once the first stage or the first gap triggered, all the other gaps will be triggered because the voltage will be much higher than the voltage that they can basically withstand. Now, here comes the two resistors that we use basically to find to decide the rise and the fall time of the impulse generator. So the blue ones is basically your R1, which is responsible for the rise time, and your red resistors are basically R2, which is responsible for the fall time. And then finally here we have this yellow resistors that we have them to make sure that the voltage is uniform across each layer of the impulse generator. Now, for more details about the theory of the impulse generator, I will leave a link for a full lecture about all different types of high voltage generators, AC, DC, and impulse, so you can find all the details there.